Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Welcome students. Standard 6 History, Chapter number 4, The Vedic Civilization, Part 4.
The next point, children, here is religious ideas. Now, what is religious ideas? What were the religious ideas of the people during the Vedic period? During the Vedic period, forces of nature such as sun, wind, rain, lightning, storms and rivers were given the form of deities. Deities means what? Deities means God. So, the people of the Vedic period would worship sun, wind, rain, lightning, storms and rivers in the form of God. So, in the here it is given the form of deity, means they were the God for them. Sun, wind, rain, lightning, storms and river. Today also if you see in some mythological serial children, like for example Ramayana or Vishnu Puran, in that you might have seen that with Lord Indra there are many other gods. So which are those gods? Who are those gods? They are sun, wind, rain, lightning, storms, these all, even rivers. So these all are gods. So the people of the Vedic period would worship sun, wind, rain, lightning, storms and rivers. So these all were gods for them and they would worship them, they would pray to them and they would also put offerings into the yajna fire to please them. So they would put offerings into the yajna fire. Now what is a yajna? The act of putting offerings into the fire is called as yajna. And offering is also called as havi. This offering is called as havi. Offering is also called as havi. So the act of offering havi into the fire is called as yajna. So they would put offerings. So whatever they would like to put into the fire, they would put. It can be food also, it can be anything. Whatever they would like to put into the fire. Whatever they wanted to give to the god, they would put into the yajna. And it is like that when we put into the fire, whatever we wanted to offer to the god, when we put into the fire, you might have seen the home and havan. Today also we do the home and havan. So whatever we wanted to offer to the god, that we put into that fire, that we put into that home and havan. And when we put into the fire, it reaches to God. It reaches to God. That is called as yajna. And so they would put the offerings into the yajna fire to please them, to please the God. Initially the yajna rites were simple. But later on it became harder and harder. And that is why the importance of priest increased. That is why the importance of priest went increasing during the latter part of the Vedic period. Here anyway, forces of nature such as sun, wind, rain, lightning, storms and rivers, they were being given the form of deities. That means for the Vedic people, sun, wind and rain, lightning, storms and rivers, they were the god for them. They would worship them, they would pray them, they would offer the havi into the yajna fire so that they would please them. Today also these all are our gods also. Today also these all are gods and we also pray to them. Isn't it? Sun, wind, rain, lightning, storm, rivers, river Ganga. So we call them as Mata. We call them as goddess Ganga. So today also these all forces of nature are our gods. They are our gods because they are the forces of nature. As we are seeing point 4.4 religious ideas. The Vedic people had the knowledge about natural phenomena, that is season. So what is natural phenomena? Natural phenomena means season. The people of the Vedic period were knowing that summer is followed by rainy season and rainy season by winter season. And this is the regular cycle of nature. They were having the knowledge about the regular cycle of nature. The cycle of nature and the cycle of life. The cycle of nature and the cycle of life. These together were termed as Rita. That means they were called as Rita by the Vedic people. That means the people of that means the life of the people or the life of all living beings is a part of the cycle in nature. This means that all the living beings are dependent on the nature. If any disturbance is being done to the cycle of nature, then ultimately it is going to affect the human life. That is why it is being told in the Vedic literature that this should not happen. They should all follow the laws of nature, and according to them, following these rules was called as dharma. That means they are following the dharma. So children, today you can see that as we have disturbed in today's period, we can see as we have disturbed the cycle of nature, we are facing many calamities and natural disasters like floods. It is because it is raining very heavily and it is raining for a long period of time. There are floods in many places. Then last year you have seen that the summer was the temperatures were very high. So it is ultimately, so see children, during that time it was being written that if we are going to disturb the cycle of nature, it is ultimately going to affect the life of human being. So today we have to face a lot of calamities. There are landslides. So according to them, following the laws of nature is following the dharma. That means we have to take care of the nature and we should not disturb our nature. Okay, we are going to see the next point, that is 4.5, political system. Political system during the Vedic period, or political system of the Vedic period. During the Vedic period, each village had a head, and the head was known as Grami. The head was known as Grami of a village. The head of the village was known as Grami. Then group of villages, when they came together, it was called as Vish, and the head of the Vish was called as Vishpati. The head of the Vish was called as Vishpati. Then when several Vish, when they came together, it was called as Jana, and later on, when they settled in one region, it was called as Janapad. And the head of the Janapad was called as Nripa or Raja. Raja means king. Now what were the duties of the Nripa or Raja? That means the king. The duties were to protect people, then collect taxes and run the administration efficiently. So children, the duty of the king was to run the administration efficiently and smoothly. So in order to run the administration smoothly, the king appointed many officers. From those, Purohit, that is the priest. Priest means the one who chant mantras, or we can say the Pandit who chant mantras, or who does all the religious work, of the religious ceremony, and the Senapati of army. These officers were of special importance to the king. Then Bhagduk was an officer who collected taxes. Bhag means share. What is the meaning of Bhag? Bhag means share. Share means a part. So a person who collected the king's share of the produce of a jana was called as Bhagduk. So the one who is collecting the share of the produce of a jana is called as Bhagduk. So So as we are seeing 4.5 political system, as you saw that for running the administration smoothly, the king had appointed many officers, and with that there were 4 institutions also which guided the king, or we can say helped the king in running the administration smoothly and efficiently. And what were the 4 institutions? They were Sabha, Samiti, Vidhat and Jana. These were the 4 institutions which helped and guided the king. People of the state, women too participated in the working of Sabha and Vidhat. That means people of the state and women to help the king in the administration of the state, so that the administration will be smooth and efficient. Now, who are the members of Sabha? A Sabha consisted senior citizens of the state. Sabha means what? Who are the members? The senior citizens of the state are the members of Sabha. That means Sabha consisted senior citizens of the state, and Samiti consisted general body of the people. The general body of the people is called as Samiti. Sabha consisted senior citizens of the state, and Samiti was a general body of the people. Who were the members of Sabha? Senior citizens of the state, and Samiti, general body of the people. Now children, later in the Vedic thought, Puranas and Smritis were composed, and after a period of time, the religious stream, or we can say the religious concepts based on Vedas, Smritis, Puranas, local traditions, they came to be known as Hinduism. And along with this Vedic religious stream, that is Hinduism, other religious trains also came up. They took a different position regarding yajna rites and varna system. So this we are going to see the other religious trains which came up. We are going to see that in the next lesson. Okay children, so we will see the next lesson is the religious trends in the ancient India. So that we will see in the next video. So thank you children.